What magazine? Some kind of women's magazine? Oh, 50 Reasons Men Suck.
For comedy this fall, it's all here on CBS.
Entertainment Tonight has your Survivor preview, plus more from our Kathy Lee exclusive.
Maybe E.T. thinks my life and career will go on.
And Sarah Michelle Gellar's steamy new movie, Next E.T.
Tonight at 7 on CBS 2.
It's kind of embarrassing, these clothes. To think that I ever fit in these clothes is really scary.
I'm showing you what I lost. I'm wearing 38s now. I was wearing 48s then. That's 10 inches.
How will you look and feel this summer? Call Lindora, California's #1 medical weight control program.
The Lean for Life results are so phenomenal. I'll challenge anyone, any place, to compare their results with ours.
Call 1-800-LINDORA today and ask about our spring into summer special.
I can do it. I can do it. I can't do it. I can't stop smoking.
Oh, that's a big surprise.
Maybe next Monday.
Sure.
Maybe next year.
Why not?
Yeah, you know, cold turkey.
Cold turkey.
Ah, it's no use. I'm scum. I've
Hey.
been
You want to know
scum.
something?
What?
It took you a long time to learn to smoke, right?
That's true. It's very true. Yeah, but I worked at it.
What makes you think you can quit?
I don't know.
Just like that. Quitting takes practice.
I like that.
Well, call us. We'll show you how to quit for good.
I can do that.
I know you can.
Log on to CBS.com to be a part of Survivor 2.
Two different fathers, two different styles. Yeah. Yes, dear. CBS this fall.
So who are you going to call Olay now, Doctor? The electromyograph? It's state-of-the-art, but it is a newfangled contraption.
Wait, Doctor, I don't understand how these results can be the exact opposite of what these tests were showing only a few days ago.
She conveniently neglects to tell you that these so-called tests were performed by her boyfriend here.
I don't have an answer for you, Mrs. Dixon. In some cases, the course of a patient's progress seems to reverse itself without warning. We don't always understand why. I'm very sorry we couldn't offer more encouraging results.
There's got to be a better explanation.
There are no more explanations for you, and pretty soon there'll be no job either.
How does any of this help Andy? Does anyone care what he's going through right now?
Of course we do. We're just all trying to make some sense of these tests. I mean, come on, look, there's a new article in the newspaper every day about medical errors.
The only errors here are Ben's. He was wrong to push for this surgery, he was wrong to volunteer to do it, and he has been wrong about everything else ever since.
Look, I didn't push for anything. Andy asked me to do that procedure. In fact, he insisted on it.
And it was a complete disaster, and when he tried to tell you that, what do? You kick him in the teeth.
I don't get you people. What does any of this even matter now?
You don't think it matters to Andrew that this man turned his wife against him in the worst possible way? And then when he found out that you were siding with his word rather than Andrew's, it hit him like not being able to walk.
Will you leave her alone?
She owes Andrew an apology, and much more, but for the time being, we'll take the barest minimum.
You know what? Chris is right. This isn't doing Andy or anybody else any good. Come on.
No, wait.
Wait. What?
Look, I just...
You want to stay here and be insulted by these people?
And Look, I just need to make sense of this.
Well, if you're going to apologize, I would do it now. I think Andrew has been patient enough.
You know, I wish Dr. Dietrich hadn't left so fast. I would like to have asked him a few more questions.
Are you still there?
Well?
Oh, Jack Snyder. Aren't you just full of lovely surprises? Or not?
Hey! I didn't hear you come in. You're gonna have to learn to be a little noisier.
Honey, I'm home. Like that?
Exactly like that.
Well, I guess I was just so awestruck by your lovely flower arrangement that I just couldn't speak.
Is it technically an arrangement if you just stick the stems in the water?
So what's the theory here? You have bad news, so if you say it with flowers, it doesn't seem as bad, right? Let's see here. Yeah, there is stuff in there. So it would appear that someone has packed for a trip. Would that someone be you?
I'm sorry that it's so last minute, but yeah, something came up.
It's okay, I know what it is and I know where you're going.
No, you don't.
Of course I do. And you put off telling me because you thought that I would be upset if I knew that you were going out looking for Carly.
All I asked is what time you expect your partner to arrive.
Matters of business are not your concern.
Jim, last time we talked about this, you promised to give it some thought.
Yes, I've done so and come to the conclusion that it is unnecessary, perhaps even unwise, to involve you.
You'd like to separate the business from the personal.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
You're agreeing with me? Should I worry?
I only volunteered to meet your partner because he's American. And since I'm also American, I thought I could provide some distraction during those first awkward moments.
There won't be any awkwardness.
Well, I hope for your sake there's not. But you seemed sort of thrown by this visit, so I just assumed it would be tricky.
You assume far too much, Carly.
Just trying to help.
I'm nobody's fool, Carly. Particularly yours.
Didn't think you were.
You have your illusions, your fantasies that this American will rescue you, help you to return home.
No, I don't. My life is here now. I accept that.
Oh, your lies try my patience.
Winston, you don't understand.
I understand all too well. Which is why you will remain entirely out of sight while my visitor is present. Entirely. You're excused, Carly. Don't make me tell you again.
Mr. Lowe. Mr. Montgomery to see you.
Mr. Montgomery, you honor my humble home with your presence.
Winston, I don't have a lot of time.
I understand. I understand. Please, make yourself comfortable.
Maylene, I need your help. I've got to meet that man.
Miss Carly, it's impossible. Mr. Lowe has forbidden.
I have to try. It's the only hope I have of getting back to my son.
There's nothing that I can do.
Mr. Lowe will want his tea.
Yes?
I'll serve it to them.
No. Mr. Lowe will punish us, both of us, severely.
He won't punish you, Maylin, I swear it. I know a way to make this work.
I know that you're counting on Emily to get you out of here. That is never going to happen.
What are you talking about? What do you know?
Allison is safe, David. Your guy Fisher was caught by the cops before he ever got to her. So don't you see they're setting you up?
That lying, scheming, look, she just gave us up.
Molly Conlon, what are you doing?
You made it really clear to her to shut up about the kidnapping.
Yes, I did. That was rule number one.
Rule number one, like rules ever mattered to Molly. I told you she's gonna blow us. I knew it, I knew it.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna rip those dirt brown clothes out by their treacherous little roots.
No, you are not. You are gonna stay here until she's got a chance to make this right.
Get your hands off me, McKinnon.
Right, listen to me. What is it going to cost you to wait a little longer to see what else you can get out of the
She's
bomb?
not getting anything from him, Jake, because she's not working with us. She walked in there and saw that guy, and any trace of spine she had turned to pudding.
You don't know that.
What do you think just happened in there, huh? She pictured herself being responsible for putting him away for life, Jake. She panicked. She switched sides without batting an eyelash.
I'll tell you what, maybe she saw that the subtle approach was not getting her anywhere, so she tried a more direct approach.
Direct. The police are after you run for your life. That's direct.
Where is he gonna run? So I'm telling you, she's taking a calculated risk. She is playing him.
Oh, you are so stupid. The only person Molly Collins playing right now is you.
As the World Turns is brought to you today by Febreze. Febreze cleans bad smells out of fabrics for good.
They're not your clothes. They're where you live. And sometimes life leaves odors there. The good news is you can clean those odors away with new Febreze Clean Wash. Use it with your usual detergent, and in one wash, odors are gone. After all, they're more than just clothes. Make them more than just clean with new Febreze Clean Wash. The cleaner cleans for where you live.
We've always taken pride in the fresh fruits and vegetables we serve at our family inn. Now, my mother just rinsed her produce in water, but with the impurities you find on produce today, rinsing with water just isn't enough. So I use New Fit Fruit and Vegetable Wash made with ingredients from natural sources. Soaking with New Fit in water removes 98% more pesticide residues and wax than water alone. It's a simple step that makes me feel good about the produce I serve at my table. Look for New Fit near the dish liquids or produce aisle.
When we asked some denture wearers why they don't use an adhesive, they didn't have a whole lot to say.
I don't need it. My dentures fit fine, thanks.
I've not had a problem in 15 years.
But then they tried Fixodent, and they couldn't say enough.
Makes them feel a lot more natural. I just plain forget I have them.
They actually fit better.
That's because Fixodent gives even the best fitting dentures a better fit.
It just proves you never know until you try.
Fixodent, and forget it.
Women everywhere are throwing away the most amazing product to come along in years, and their skin looks better for it. New Olay Daily Facials Cleansing Cloths. Every day with one textured cloth, you get superior cleansing, improved skin condition, revealing a naturally smooth complexion. Of course, you'll also have to throw away your traditional notions about cleansing. New Olay Daily Facials, proven to cleanse and exfoliate like a facial.
It's Arm & Hammer Super Cat to the rescue with 2 super baking soda litters. One you scoop, one you don't. New Super Stop destroys litter odor on contact. And Super Scoop locks in odors, clumps hard. Arm & Hammer.
Super's odor away!
Tonight on 60 Minutes 2, you haven't heard Santana till you hear what he told us. And Lance Armstrong's Cancer Miracle. 60 Minutes 2, tonight at 10, 9 Central.
Bette Midler comes to television in a brand new comedy. Bet, CBS this fall.
I'm prepared for this. I was expecting it, so it's okay.
How long are you going to keep doing this?
What? I'm not doing anything. I just want to make sure that we have all of this clear so that there's nothing to explain. I'm not upset, okay? You know, I understand you're a cop, and you're not going to be happy until you can stop wondering what's happened to Carly. You know, I accept that. Anyway, at least once you find her, it's this whole thing. It's not going to be like an issue that's just hanging in the air like last night's fish dinner.
I thought we had lasagna.
You hear the sound? That one? That's the sound of me not laughing.
You know what I want to hear the sound of? You not talking. I mean, stop telling me what I mean for 5 lousy seconds.
Well, you don't have to raise your voice.
No, I'm not raising my voice! I did just then! Come here, sit down. Sit down, please. Sit. Sit, stay. Okay, listen. Carefully. Do you have any interest in where I'm actually going?
Actually where?
Think ice hockey. Beer. Elk. Michael J. Fox. You know, there's this little country north of us, and it's pretty cold up there. This is not about Carly. I am going after Celia Frazier.
Frazier? Oh, you mean the woman who's been harassing Holden and Lily?
Yes.
Simon's sister.
Yes, that one. We were holding her for questioning, and don't ask me how. But she pulled a Houdini. We think she may have headed back up north to Beaver Cove.
Beaver Cove? Oh, that's the place that Simon stole that truck.
Exactly. Seems to be a favorite stop for the Frazier clan.
I see.
So, no more jumping to conclusions, please.
I'm sorry. I just know the Carly investigation is ongoing, and so I just assumed
it is, with no new leads. There's nothing I can do on that right now. Listen, there's something you need to know. Even if I was going after Carly instead of this Frazier woman, it's a job, Julia. It's not a mission. I find people. I solve things. It's what I do. It's not who I am.
Stop telling me everything I want to hear. I'm gonna get used to it.
Now, I know what my priorities are, okay? You, my family, Holden, my friends. Carly's not a priority for me anymore.
Accidents happen every day, and someone would have to take over your duties, and until we can find a replacement, that someone could be me. I'll never believe it was an accident. Sure you will. You know how to suffer, don't you? Look like you're in pain. How's he going to prove you're not? He'll know. We'll soak a cloth in hot water. We'll put it on your ankle. It'll get all red and swollen.
I'm afraid.
It will work. I can make this work. Please, Malin. You have children. You know how you would feel if you thought you might never see one of them again. Please, look. Look at this little boy. He's probably changed so much since his picture was taken, but he's still a baby, Malin. He still needs his mother. Please, I am begging you. Help me. If not for my sake, then for the sake of this innocent child.
This seems a rather rash decision.
Well, my circumstances have changed considerably. Family matters require my attention back in the States, so transferring my interest to Hong Kong is out of the question.
That's quite unfortunate.
Easy come, easy go. There is one thing I need you to do, though.
What is it?
The merchandise I sent you has to be returned immediately. It won't be a problem, will it?
Well, we agreed that it would be safer here than in your country.
Oh, that was when we needed financing for our venture, but since there is no venture...
You know, there's something so uncivilized about discussing business without refreshments. I'll have my housekeeper prepare something. Maylin!
At your service, sir.
Go along with it, but I wouldn't.
Go along with what?
The plan. There's a plan, David.
To have you believe that the kidnapping went off without a hitch. You watch. Emily will bust in here any minute, all hysterical, begging you to tell her where her baby sister's being held.
Convinced? She's betrayed us.
No. She didn't tell him that we were listening. I mean, if she was trying to tip him off, she would tell him that we were watching the whole circus.
Only one burning question, Molly. Why are you telling me all this?
Because, David, I thought that I could get over you. Or at least learn to hate you. And I haven't been able to do either one.
Well, you gave it the old college try when I was still on the outside, didn't you?
I was hurt, so I fought back. But my heart was never in it. And then when I saw that editorial in Emily's paper, that was it for me.
I let myself start hoping again.
I thought, what if there was an appeal and you got out of jail? What if we could have our life back together again the way we always wanted?
I don't believe this. She's still hung up on that guy.
I know what people said about me, what they thought. But they didn't know you the way I did. How could they recognize what we had together? Most people haven't even experienced that in their whole pathetic little lives, David. You made me happier than any man ever has. Probably ever will. I can do it. I can help you. If you just let me believe, let me just give me 1 ounce of hope, then I would do anything, David. I would do anything.
Stop crying. I don't want to see you cry.
I haven't let myself in so long. I was afraid to think about you. Because I was afraid I'd never be able to stop.
Close your eyes. I'm not touching this glass. I'm touching you.
I feel it. You used to say that you could look into my soul.
I can.
Then you You know that I never stopped loving you. Never.
If we all lived here, we wouldn't have to worry about what's in our water. But most of us live here. So we need Brita. It removes chlorine, sediment, and 99% of lead. Mercury is no longer a problem. So even if you don't live here, you can still have a taste. Brita. Tap water transformed.
I have to be ready. I have to commit to doing it. I have to take control and take charge of my own life.
Ask your doctor about Meridia or call 1-888-4-MERIDIA.
I'm ready.
The heat that was your hair's enemy is now its best friend. Thermosilk.
Now, every time you have a Tic Tac, incredible stuff happens. Just collect the points from specially marked Tic Tac packs. Send them in, and you'll get incredible stuff.
Want some?
Tic Tac, incredible stuff happens.
Welcome to a hot spot where pain and discomfort dwell. It's down at the end of Astor Street, the Heartburn Hotel. Well, your stomach's a burning, baby. The acids are churning, baby. You're getting heartburn all the time. Well, you change the way you're eating. You're getting exercise. You're treated for 2 days a week or more. The acids start to rise.
Ask your doctor about Prevacid. It can mean 24-hour relief from persistent heartburn associated with acid reflux disease. Prevacid turns off tiny pumps that produce acid in your stomach. Prescription Prevacid has a low occurrence of side effects, such as diarrhea, abdominal pain, and nausea. Prevacid can provide complete night and day heartburn relief. Ask your doctor if Prevacid's right for you.
Check out of the Heartburn Hotel. Prevacid stops the burning, so leave your heartburn behind. Yeah!
How is Andy taking it?
He said he wanted some time to himself.
Tough prognosis.
Yes. But at least he's been vindicated. What do we do about Ben Harris?
John, first things first.
Look, we've proved that he's incompetent, proof positive. Isn't that enough for you?
Actually, right now, I'm more concerned about Andy's mother than I am about his doctor. I can't leave until later, and I don't want to tell Kim on the phone.
Well, when you're ready to talk about disciplinary measures, you let me know.
Dad, I was going to check on Mom anyways. I could say something to her, if you want.
That'd be great, son. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just tell her you're going to be home as soon as you get the chance.
I want you to understand and know and remember that today's test results are just that, only today's. We're not giving up on this.
Right.
Yeah. Now that Ben Harris is officially out of this picture, we get another team of doctors. We start in.
No, not right away.
I think the sooner the better, Henry.
Dad, it's not better. It's not better for me. Okay, no more poking and prodding.
Look, I know.
Look, is it crazy? Is it crazy for me to hope that maybe a day, a week, a month would go by where I'm not thumped and punctured every 10 seconds?
I know it gets arduous to go through.
Dad, look, I almost died when I was on that assignment, okay? And the only thing that kept me sane was thinking about getting home. And finally I get home, and it feels like I'm there for like a day and a half, and I'm back in this hospital bed. I just need to put the brakes on for a little while.
How long?
I don't know. Just a few days where my days and nights aren't scheduled. A Sunday morning where I can spread the newspaper around the living room. Listen to a ball game on TV. Look, I need to be able to read my daughter a bedtime story. And especially not have to sleep in a place where they're checking my temperature every hour on the hour and alarms are going off outside. I just want to be home.
Andy, I hope you're not giving up on walking again.
I'm not giving up.
I'm just taking a break, Dad. And we'll prepare for the next step. Of course. Rehab. All right, well, let me see what I can do about getting you checked out of here and take you home. Dad, thanks. Dad.
Yes.
Is Denise still here?
Denise has decided that she has more pressing business elsewhere.
Must be weird for her, having to face that Ben was wrong. What's going to happen to him?
Ben will be dealt with accordingly.
I always know where to find you when you're looking for answers.
Hope I find some today.
So then, there's no way anything could have gone wrong with those tests?
I observed everything. I'd have noticed any procedural slip-ups.
Maybe there was some kind of psychological thing, or...
If Andy's paralysis was psychological, then his reflexes would still be responding to stimuli just like before. But today, even his reflexes were non-existent. It makes no sense.
All right, then maybe there was some kind of infection or something like that, huh?
That would have shown in the blood work. Elevated white count. Plus, I asked his nurses and orderlies if he could have re-injured the L4 when they were moving him. But that would have shown in the x-rays or the MRI.
So then what is going on?
I've asked that question 1,000 times. The results don't lie.
And Andy wasn't lying either.
There was movement in Andy's legs, Denise. I know what I saw.
Ben, I know it, but I'm just trying to understand this myself.
So am I. There's one person who can help us understand. I'm going to see what he has to say for himself.
Ben, you're not going to get anything out of Andy right now. He and his family are too upset about this.
I can't just accept this.
Wait, John is not even going to let you in there, Ben! I told you, Aylin's hurt.
You expect me to believe that?
She fell in the kitchen and twisted her ankle. I brought her to a room, put ice on it. We should call a doctor to be sure it's not broken. Would you like to take a look yourself?
I can't leave my guest.
Exactly why I stepped in. Your tea is just outside on a tray. Shall I bring it in?
Aren't you going to introduce me?
Bring the tea and be on your best and most servile behavior. There was a mishap with one of my staff, and a friend has kindly offered to serve instead. Please, sit. Allow me to present, Charlotte. Charlotte, this is Mr. Montgomery.
Such a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. So, how'd the two of you get to know each other?
Well, that's actually a very interesting story.
Charlotte?
I think I'll let Winston tell it.
Charlotte came to Hong Kong to do research for a book. She attended a lecture, which I was the guest speaker.
A writer wouldn't have been my first guess.
Your napkin, Mr. Montgomery.
Thank you. So what was the subject of this book of yours?
18th century Chinese porcelain. As I am a collector... Oh, dear, dear, dear.
No!
Clumsy.
I can't tell, guys. What do you think?
I think it's the biggest mouse I've ever seen. It's not a mouse. It's a gopher.
We give him a nut, maybe he'll go away.
No, gophers don't like nuts, especially sweet nuts.
Everyone loves New Planter's Sweet Roast. A whole new kind of nut. Because it's lightly glazed in vanilla, cinnamon, or honey.
That gopher is a gift. Yeah, but can he putt?
New Sweet Roast from Planters. Relax. Go nuts. When it comes to windows, you know Windex Outdoor works great.
Hey, buddy.
But you should see how Windex Outdoor cleans all kinds of outdoor stuff. Because Windex Outdoor's powerful sprayer and concentrated formula helps clean away outdoor grime in no time. Windex Outdoor, a beautiful shine, a lot less time.
Thanks.
S.C. Johnson, a family company.
There's a new prescription treatment called Remicade that could change your life by giving you lasting relief from the pain and stiffness of rheumatoid arthritis. Your doctor may add Remicade if you are on methotrexate already and not responding well. You take 1 dose of Remicade every 8 weeks after the first 3 doses. Of course, Remicade is not for everyone. Serious infections requiring hospitalization have been reported. If you are prone to or have a history of infections, currently have one, or develop one while taking Remicade, tell your doctor right away. There's a risk of serious infusion reactions with hives, difficulty breathing, and low blood pressure. Ask your rheumatologist about Remicade, or call today.
I had a wake-up call. I was really overweight, unhealthy. I wanted a good life, and I needed a healthy way to get there. I lost over 50 pounds on the Slim Fast plan. Awesome. Yeah, it's like I have a new lease on life. I'll drink a shake, at least once a day. My energy level right now, on a scale from 1 to 10, it's an 11. Slim Fast. It's got your vitamins, minerals, it's got your calcium, the nutrients that you need. It's been a great ride.
Slim Fast every day. Get healthy.
Don't wait another day. Do it now.
City of Angels is more than just a medical show.
Black, white, I don't care who you are. Shut your mouth!
City of Angels, now on its new night and time, CBS Thursday, 9/8 Central.
I'm Lydia DeLuca, and where I come from, football is a religion.
The screen's bad! What are you looking at?
Family is sacred.
The clock's ticking.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't hear me ticking, maybe it's you. And going to college, forget about it.
What's all that for? I have to do a paper. You're going to do a paper while the Giants are playing?
That's live, coming this fall to CBS.
Today at 4 on Women to Women, how to cash in on your old doll collection, and Dr. Barry Sears explains the soy zone diet.
Then at 5, see what's happening on the island as we give you a sneak peek at the next Survivor episode. It all starts today at 4 on CBS 2.
Once upon a time, senior health care benefits were carved in stone. But today, the ground is shifting beneath the health care industry. A shakeup is on the horizon. Will it send tremors through your benefits? Will your coverage fall through the cracks? In this uncertain environment, who can you trust to keep you on firm ground? Blue Cross of California, the company Californians trust for dependable coverage. Call 800-725-9933 to receive this informative free booklet, Medicare Today, the changes, your choices. It examines the fast-changing environment of senior health care, exploring Medicare HMOs, Medicare supplements, and more. Life has its challenges. Blue Cross offers more ways to face them. Call your Blue Cross agent or 800-725-9933.
Live from the Republican Convention, Sunday on CBS 2 News. Jag is moving to Fridays all summer long.
Look at it as 4 games.
Jag, CBS Friday.
Please, I can't let you do my job. If there's cleaning up to be done, I'm the one to do it. There. That's better. Now everything's back in place.
Perhaps you could bring us some sandwiches.
Yes. Yes, of course. Perhaps I should take our guest's jacket first. Hang it up.
There you go. You're very kind.
A pity kindness and efficiency don't seem to go hand in hand. See to our sandwiches.
Of course. Mercedes. Not too shabby. Craig Montgomery. Florida license. Okay, Craig Montgomery from Florida. My life is in your hands. Please, please, when you read that note, don't give me away.
I have a book on Chinese brush drawing that I purchased at auction. You might find it interesting. Excuse me a moment while I fetch it.
Well, I assume you're trying to convince Andy not to leave the hospital just yet.
Yes, but he says he needs some time for a break, you know, something to regroup and... Wait a minute, you're not going in there.
I'm here to ask for Andy's help. I need to make sense of this.
Well, he's not talking to you, so if you're looking for somebody else to beat up on, you find another
Look,
sparring
I'm not here to
partner.
fight or to prove myself. If I was wrong, I would be the first person to admit it. But I need to understand the hows and the whys. There were muscular reflexes in Andy's legs just the other day.
You know, we only have your word for that.
Ben, I understand your confusion, and I know you want what's best for the patient. But in agreeing for an impartial consultation, you must accept the results.
Look, I can't just swallow something I don't understand.
You know, you better get used to that, because they're going to have to swallow a heck of a lot more. How about a suspension hearing?
Hey, let's not get ahead of us.
Now, you can't put that thing off. Now, this surgery raises a question of ethics. Also, it's been proved as a disaster, and that can mean only one thing. That's an emergency meeting of the hospital board. And Dr. Harris's suspension so he doesn't practice medicine in this hospital ever again.
Come on, you guys. How long are we going to have to sit here and watch you staring into each other's eyes?
I'm ready to pack it in. She's not going to flip him.
5 minutes. Give her 5 minutes. If she doesn't give you what you need, then I'll concede.
Just tell me that there's reason for me to hope, and I will move heaven and earth for you, David. Even if it takes years. My press card has its privileges. It gets me to people. I can get you a new lawyer. I can go to the governor. Whatever you want. Just tell me there's a chance.
I don't know, Molly. There are a lot of charges.
Yeah, but there's nothing that can keep you in here for life. Just as long as you didn't have anything to do with that latest kidnapping. David, a new lawyer can get you a new trial.
You'd really try to make that happen?
David, nobody knows inside you like I do. I remember that look on your face when you held Melinda. You were so loving and so tender with her.
You helped them take her away from me.
But it broke my heart. I didn't want to do that. She didn't belong to you, David, and I knew it was just a matter of time before people caught on to that. And so I thought it would hurt less to take her away from you sooner rather than later. But it was that time. It was that time with you that I realized that I want to give you a child. Can't you just imagine the two of us with a little girl of our own that nobody can take away from us?
Dangerous dreams, Molly.
Don't take my dreams away from me, David. That's the only thing that I've got keeping me going. That last time, when I thought that I'd lost you forever, I wanted to die. And I can't go through that again, David. I just can't.
Maybe you won't have to.
Do you mean that? There's nothing else that they can get you on?
It won't be a problem.
But what about that guy? Fisher.
Fisher won't talk. He's too scared. And I'll tell you who else is scared, Emily. Maybe the kidnapping didn't happen this time, but she knows there could be a next time. And even if Fisher talks, and believe me, he won't, Emily will never press charges, because she knows how I can make her pay.
Yes! Believe it?
Molly Carmen, you rule!
Was playing him the whole time.
Oh, I only have one regret.
What?
That I didn't make you girls a bet.
It's allergy season again. Where should you turn for relief? Benadryl? Or the leading prescription? It may surprise you to know Medical studies prove histamine-blocking Benadryl to be a full 54% more effective than the leading prescription. 54% more effective at relieving even your worst allergy symptoms like runny noses. It's a real eye-opener, isn't it? Benadryl, proven 54% more effective.
Want to see your piggy bank really grow? Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Car insurance bills getting too hot to handle? Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Because pets can leave germs, get the first, the only antibacterial carpet deodorizer. Pet Fresh. It absorbs odors, fights the germs that cause them, and leaves a fresh scent.
Fight the little critters your critters leave behind.
With Pet Fresh.
Gerber has a surprising way to calm your baby down at bedtime. Introducing Gerber Baby Wash. The first with natural soothing lavender. It's Gerber safe and gentle. With warm water, here's a natural way to calm and relax him. Just in time for bedtime.
Yes, your baby has you, and you have Gerber.
Shouldn't your baby be a Gerber baby? Look for all the new products in the Gerber aisle to help keep your baby healthy and happy.
I don't have to worry about my dentures slipping. When I use Super Polygrip, I can eat apples, I can eat corn, hard rolls, you name it. Super Polygrip lasts all day long, even through dinner. I thought I would never be able to eat another apple again when I got my dentures. Thanks to Super Polygrip, I don't have that problem.
Beautiful hair color. I've got it wrapped around my little finger. I use Excellence Cream, the protective color from L'Oreal. You see, Excellence wraps every strand in rich insulating cream that doesn't drip. So protective, I can color whenever I want, as often as I want. And grays? What grays? Excellence Cream, the protective color from L'Oreal Paris. Wrap yourself in beautiful color, because you're worth it.
CBS Tonight on the #1 show in America. One of the castaways who's been kicked off is coming back.
Man, oh man.
8 survivors left. Who will have the ultimate strategy?
What are you doing, girls, Rudy? You're trying to get in your head.
Only Survivor. Then, on Big Brother, Will was the first to be kicked out, but exotic dancer Jordan was spared. Tonight, will she be named again, or is another house guest in for a surprise?
I wouldn't put anything past happening here.
2 unpredictable shows. Big Brother live after Survivor. CBS Tonight.
First, you tell my new attorney how Emily coerced you into this little setup. We might have a case for entrapment. I might actually end up being the plaintiff instead of the defendant.
You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law.
What is this? The Oakdale police are so desperate to meet their quotas, they're arresting people who are already in jail?
Oh, you want to get picky about it? Well, then consider this official notification that these are new charges brought against you.
What new charges?
Conspiracy and solicitation to commit aggravated kidnapping and child abduction.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really, because I could have sworn that's what you were bragging to Molly about, but maybe we could just play back the tape.
And people call me a monster. You used Melinda?
Now who's scared, What's the matter, David? You weren't planning on adding another 30 years of solitary to your sentence? You can't touch me. This nightmare's over.
Oh, you're wrong, Emily. The nightmare is just beginning. For both of you.
Now, if you're not going to call this emergency meeting, I will.
There will be no emergency meeting without a formal complaint. You write it up, I'll submit it, and we'll see where it goes from there. There'll be no railroading here. Ben, he will never convince anybody, especially me, that you did anything intentionally to harm Andy.
Yeah, but there's still going to be a hearing.
Can John really get him thrown out of the hospital?
You'll have ample time to present your side. I'll keep you informed of the timing of all of this.
I bet you can't even count the number of lives you've saved. They're not going to make you stand up there and defend yourself like you're some kind of criminal, are they?
Look, I can't. I'm not going to start from scratch again. I have a clinic. I have a life here. We have a life here. I mean, we're supposed to.
And honey, we still do. Okay, we still do. Nothing changes
Maybe
that.
The whole world changed when those test results came back negative.
You're right, and I guess there's nothing I can say to you to help you right now, can I?
I love you for trying. Let's just get out of here for a while, okay? Let's go and have a quiet evening, just us. Okay, come on.
Man, I can't go.
Take the book with you if you like, as my gift.
It's very generous of you, Winston. But I can't accept. There's something you should know. I can't wait. I need my merchandise.
This is most awkward. Security dictated its removal to a remote location. I can't arrange delivery today.
That's unacceptable.
Well, I'll do what I can, but I'm not sure how long it will take.
Our agreement clearly states I have immediate access at any time.
But I don't recall it being phrased as specifically.
Get the papers. You didn't send them to a remote location, did you?
Yeah, I'll get them from my file.
She comes out of hiding. So, Matahari, what's the cloak and dagger?
I'm in terrible danger. I need your help.
Look to the star, and you just might forget the rash that comes from being wet. Discover the dryness of today's Huggy Supreme diapers. They're so breathable, they help keep your skin dry, and this helps prevent rash caused by wetness. Huggy Supreme. Rash and wetness just won't do. Stay dry, and you'll stay happy, too.
When you own one of these dogs, you think of them as loving, protective, spirited, adorable, anything but small, because except for their physical size, there's nothing small about them. Let's face it, you care for them more like they were your children. Just look at what you feed them. Little Champion from Pedigree, developed with vets, recommended by top breeders.
My dad and I are pretty close. One day last year, his arthritis was acting up, so he took some Bayer. It has all the strength of prescription Tylenol. It relieves his pain. The next day, he suffered a heart attack. Incredibly, the doctor said Bayer not only relieves his arthritis pain, but aspirin helped save his life. Knowing all that Bayer can do, why would anyone take any other pain reliever again?
Bayer, powerful pain relief and so much more.
Now, every time you have a Tic Tac, incredible stuff happens. Just collect the points from specially marked Tic Tac packs. Send them in, and you'll get incredible stuff. Want some? Tic Tac, incredible stuff happens.
Younger-looking skin from a body wash? Yes, from the leading skincare brand, Olay Daily Renewal Moisturizing Body Wash. It's age-defying, so your skin is younger-looking, firmer, radiant. Olay Daily Renewal, proven to help your skin look younger.
When Victor Newman wants to take you out,
If that SOB thinks he can send us notes in the contract, there's something else coming.
there's nowhere to run.
I want to bring him down to his knees.
And nowhere to hide.
Man's an egomaniac who loves slow torture.
Because what happens next,
I'm sure we're in for quite a battle.
is everything this week on The Young and the Restless.
Is there somewhere else you're supposed to be now?
Here.
You didn't create this situation, and you're not responsible for fixing it.
And I know I can't fix it, but maybe I can ease things a little bit.
These things how?
Well, what you said a few minutes ago, it's true.
our whole world did change when those results came in, and I know Andy probably feels like he's lost everything right now. And
Whoa, hold on now. I hope you're not thinking about going back to the way things were, being his nursemaid again.
I don't know, Ben. I don't know, but I do know that I cannot just walk away.
So you'd rather reopen old wounds? Get his hopes up again?
What do you expect me to do? What, pack up hope and move out?
Yes.
Ben, that does not feel right. That feels cruel to me.
No, cruel is stringing somebody along because you're too scared to take a stand.
Oh, so what are you doing now? What, are you blaming me? You calling me a coward?
No, I am asking for equal time here. You're always worried about who's going to stand by Andy. Andy's got his whole family. Andy's father just about nailed up a wanted poster with my name on it in this hospital. And who's going to stand by me?
You know what, Ben? You can fight for yourself right now. And you could probably win. But see, Andy, he doesn't have that option right now. At least I don't believe he thinks he does. And I don't think you and I helped anything by accusing him of lying. And I feel terrible about that. I feel terrible that I even gave him...
What?
I would never have hit Andy with that annulment if you hadn't convinced me that he was able to walk. You swore to me that he couldn't be telling the truth.
So, you're gonna go throw yourself on Andy's mercy? Beg for his forgiveness?
Can't. Right now, I can't face either one of you.
You think you're rid of me? You think you'll ever be rid of me? I'm in there, Molly. I got to you. I got inside you to a place nobody else knows about.
Molly can't even hear you. She's not even listening.
She can hear me. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. She knows how I can hurt her, don't you, Molly? You are mine as long as I am alive. I own you!
All right. Is he gone? He's really gone, right? It's over. I mean, it's really over. The maniac, he's out of our lives. He's out of my... Everything's okay. My baby's okay. My family's safe. What's wrong with me? I should be dancing right now.
Long time you've been on the long side.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for making everything okay. And I'm so sorry for being so hard on you, really.
All's well that ends well, so why don't you go home and call your little boy? Okay. Molly and I will... Let's go.
I don't know.
There it is right there. Beaver Cove.
Oh, that is just a fly speck. I bet there's like a barn grill that serves moose chowder and a locally famous cocktail known as the Call of the Loon. Oh, I am jealous.
You know what I am?
What?
Going to miss you.
We have time for a real goodbye? Please?
I wish. I gotta head to the airport in about 10 minutes.
I'll drive you.
Hey, come with me.
To Canada?
Why not? I mean, you're a born investigator, and I always do my best work when I'm with you.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. So what do you say?
I have only two things to say to that. One, Beaver Cove, here I come. And two, I love you, Jack Snipe.
Do you often rely on the kindness of strangers?
You seem like a decent enough fella.
Do I?
Well, I don't have time for deliberations. Winston can't know I'm talking to you.
He's very fond of you. He says a lot of flattering things about his American friend.
He's holding me here against my will. He won't let me go anywhere, make any phone calls. I'm his personal prisoner.
Kinky.
You don't understand. I've been trying like mad to get home. I have a family, I have friends, I have a little baby I haven't seen in months.
So you didn't come to Hong Kong to write a book about Chinese porcelain?
I'll answer all your questions, I swear. Just as soon as I get out of here, will you help me?
Even if I wanted to, Winston's a powerful man.
You're much more powerful.
How do you know?
You're the only person I've ever seen him afraid of.
What's in it for me?
I'm sorry?
What's in it for me?
Well, basically, you'd be saving someone's life.
Well, shouldn't I expect something in return?
You really are a piece of work.
No, just a businessman.
If it wasn't so desperate.
Well, we get the sandwiches right away. I'm just clearing the tea things.
We won't have time for sandwiches, Charlotte. I've been called away on a very urgent matter.
My merchandise, by any chance?
No, a problem with my downtown office. I need to attend to it immediately, as I'll find the papers you requested as soon as I've taken care of the emergency.
This is the second time you've put me off today, Winston. I don't like being put off.
I assure you, please, don't take it personally. I assure you that as soon as matters are settled at my office, I'll arrange to have your merchandise retrieved.
I'm not leaving Hong Kong without it.
Of course. Perhaps you could return tomorrow.
I will. May I suggest you consider your alternatives very carefully.
You are amazing. Is there anything you can't do?
Your baby's growing quickly, so it's no wonder that by the time he's 4 months, his calcium needs increase more than 50%. That's why there's Carnation Follow-Up, the only formula with the extra calcium active babies need, plus savings up to 20%.
Sorry, no driving till you're 16.
Carnation Follow-Up from Nestle, also available in soy.